Friends of the digital frontier, innovators, builders, and dreamers of tomorrow, gather round because today I'm here to deliver a wake-up call that's been echoing through the wires and nodes of our interconnected world. We're talking about the backbone of our digital existence, infrastructure. It's not the shiny apps or the viral memes, but the raw, pulsating power that keeps everything running. And right now, in the shadow of yet another colossal failure from the giants of centralization, it's time we champion the unsung hero of resilience, the decentralized infrastructure exemplified by the Akash network. Now, this isn't just a tech talk. It's a manifesto for survival in the age of Web3. So buckle up because we're going to dive kind of deep, and I'm going to keep you here for a few minutes. It deserves. Let me paint a picture for you. It's October 20th, 2025. The world wakes up to chaos. Amazon Web Services, AWS, the behemoth that powers a staggering chunk of the internet, goes down. And it goes down hard. We're not talking a minor hiccup. This is a full-blown outage in their busiest region, US East 1. Suddenly, half the web vanishes like a bad dream. Coinbase, offline. Robinhood, dark. Venmo, frozen. Even MetaMask users are staring at stuck transactions, unresponsive dApps, and zero balances glitching out on base. Snapchat, Ring, major news sites, poof, gone. Businesses grind to a halt. Crypto traders lose access mid-volatility. AI services sputter, and the ripple effects hit everything from e-commerce to healthcare apps. Healthcare apps. Do you know how I know that was a fact, Bell? Because I pulled it up and I saw nothing. Nothing. Why? Because one internal network error in AWS's EC2 cascades through DynamoDB, SQS, and beyond. A single point of failure, and boom, the dominoes fell. This isn't the first time. Remember 2021. AWS outages took out Slack, took out Netflix, and even parts of the New York Times. Or 2017, when a typo in a command wiped out S3 storage for days, costing companies billions. Centralized infrastructure is like building your castle on a volcano. It is impressive until it erupts. It's efficient in theory, scale, speed, managed by experts, but it's fragile. One glitch, one cyber attack, one natural disaster, and the whole empire crumbles. This was 3 days ago. What about Web3? Now that's where the irony kicks in. We are building decentralized finance, NFTs, DAOs, all on blockchains that promise no single point of control. Yet so many rely on AWS or Google Cloud for hosting nodes, APIs, front ends. It's like putting a Ferrari engine in a horse-drawn carriage. The outage exposed Web3's dirty secret. We're not as decentralized as we claim. Not even close. Platforms went dark because their decentralized apps were tethered to centralized clouds. And you are only as decentralized as your most centralized link. Enter the antidote. True decentralization. Not the buzzword version, but real, battle-tested, decentralized physical infrastructure networks. We call them DPINs. These are the systems where compute power isn't hoarded in massive data centers owned by a few corporations. It's distributed across a global network of independent providers. No kingpins, no choke points. If one node fails, others pick up the slack seamlessly. And leading the charge in this revolution is the Akash network, a decentralized cloud marketplace that's redefining how we think about computing resources. So, what is Akash? Imagine a world. I don't have to imagine it because I'm living it. But imagine a world where you can rent GPUs, CPUs, storage, bandwidth from anyone, anywhere, without begging permission from a tech overlord. Akash is an open source supercloud built on Cosmos SDK, powered by its native Akash token. It turns idle hardware, your home server, a data center in Singapore, a farm in rural America, into a vibrant marketplace. Providers lease out their resources. Users bid for them via reverse auctions, and smart contracts handle the rest. Deployments happen in minutes, not days. Ask me how I know. It's like Airbnb for compute. Peer-to-peer, efficient, and unstoppable. But how does it work? It's simple, yet it's genius. Users create a deployment descriptor, a YAML file, outlining what they need. Let's say they need 4 GPUs for AI training, 116 gigabytes of RAM, persistent storage, nice and easy. This gets broadcast to the network. Providers compete by bidding the lowest price while meeting specs. The winner gets the job. Resources spin up via Kubernetes orchestration, and everything runs on Tendermint consensus for security. There's no vendor lock-ins. There's no outrageous egress fees. Let me say that again in case it wasn't clear. There are no outrageous egress fees. And because it's blockchain-based, payments are automated in Akash or stablecoins. We use Akash with slashing penalties for bad actors. Akash even integrates with IPFS for decentralized storage and tools like Helm for easy app deployments. Now, contrast this with Amazon Web Services. On AWS, you're at the mercy of their pricing, their regions, their uptime, SLAs, which, as we've seen, are certainly not ironclad. How about Akash? During that October 20 outage, while AWS clients scrambled, Akash providers just kept humming along. Why? Because it isn't tied to one company's infrastructure. Its nodes are scattered across dozens of independent data centers worldwide, over 50 locations, from Europe to Asia to the Americas. No single outage can take it down. It just can't. Reports from the community and network metrics showed uninterrupted service. AI inferences chugging away. Machine learning models training without a blip. DApp stayed online. How do I know? Because it's RDAP. One X post from Akash's official account nailed it. Every time AWS goes down, half the internet disappears. But not on Akash. It's an app chain on its own L1, resilient by design. This resilience isn't just anecdotal. Akash's decentralized model inherently migrates risks. Centralized clouds like AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure are honeypots for attacks. DDoS, ransomware, or even government subpoenas. Let me say that one more time, Bell. Should I repeat that? I'm going to go ahead and repeat that. DDoS, ransomware, or even government subpoenas. Do you remember when AWS booted Parler off the web? Censorship at the flip of a switch. Now, on Akash, no one entity controls the levers. Providers are sovereign. If one bows out, others step in. It's fault tolerant, geographically diverse, and scales horizontally. Plus, the economics. Now, this is very, very relevant for me personally because it's game changing. Akash offers GPUs at a fraction of the cost, up to 85% savings compared to AWS. A NVIDIA A100 GPU on AWS might run you $3 to $4 per hour, and that's exactly what it runs you. On Akash, it's usually under $1, sometimes as low as 50 cents, depending on the bids. For AI workloads, real-time inference, generative models, large language training, it is simply a no-brainer. Akash apps let you run inference via a single API, chat with multiple LLMs side by side, or generate images on demand, all without managing infra. But why does this matter for Web3? Because Web3 is about reclaiming power from the gatekeepers. Blockchain promises trustless systems, but if your DeFi protocols, Oracle feeds, or your NFT marketplace's backend runs on AWS, you're building on quicksand. The outage showed how a centralized failure can halt Ethereum transactions via MetaMask or glitch balances on L2s like Base. Web3 needs decentralized infrastructure to match its ethos. Akash powers that, hosting blockchain nodes, running validators, deploying smart contracts without fear of downtime. Just think about it. DAOs coordinating globally, metaverses rendering in real time, DeFi apps crunching data 24/7, all without the fragility of big tech. And it's not just about uptime. It's about sovereignty. In a world of increasing regulation, decentralized infra resists censorship. No government can easily shut down a distributed network. It's eco-friendlier too. Akash utilizes underused hardware, reducing the need for energy-guzzling mega data centers. Ask me about energy-guzzling mega data centers. Providers earn Akash for contributing, incentivizing efficiency. As Web3 evolves into Web4, because that's where we're heading with AI integration, Akash is a bridge. It's cheap. It's abundant GPUs for training models that power decentralized AI, like federated learning or on-chain predictions. Now, critics might say, but Akash has risks, volatility in provider quality, potential for higher latency, and those are all fair points. But the network mitigates them with reputation systems, audits, and over 99% customer satisfaction. I am a customer. Bell is a customer. Are you satisfied with the service that we're receiving from Akash, Bell? You can go ahead and pipe in.
Well, yeah, I'm satisfied with the service we receive from Akash.
It's battle hardened, guys. Q2 2025 reports show surging adoption with network activity booming compared to AWS's repeated outages. Akash's decentralization wins. So, where do we go from here? That outage, that wasn't a fluke. It's a symptom of a broken system. We need to build on foundations that can't be toppled. Migrate to Akash. Experiment with its console. Deploy your first workload. Join the community. Web3 builders. Integrate Akash for your nodes and APIs. Investors. You do you, bro. In my opinion, the future is decentralized. Not because it's trendy, but because it's necessary. Imagine a world where the internet doesn't disappear when one server hiccups, where innovation flows freely, costs plummet, and power is in the hands of the many. That is the promise of real decentralized infrastructure like Akash. It's not just surviving outages, it's thriving beyond them. Thank you for your time. Now go build the unbreakable web the way we promised. The ethos, the reason that we're in blockchain. Thank you so much.